So, what discovery?
So this is the nicest thing.
The first second you get on trail,
Look at this.
and you
I
find
love
the
Vermont.
nicest toilet in the entire trail.
It's amazing. I mean, okay, it's a toilet. I don't even call this a privy, and it comes with toilet paper, and when you're done, there's actually over here there's antibacterial. This is. I want to hike Vermont the entire way.
You're privy to all of the nice spots here.
I'm telling you, Vermont's very chic.
No kidding.
Hiking. I'm very excited about this.
Welcome to day 136. I'm Captain.
And I'm Sunshine.
And we're still walking.
And we're still talking.
Wow, so accurate, Sunshine. We are here. We have a special guest returning, Will.
Hello.
And we have quite an engaging day today. We are still going through Vermud, so still expect some mud. But we are going a grand total of 20.4, I believe, miles today.
20.4, and we're going from here to there.
Here to there.
I don't know. It'll show up on the map that's on your screen right now.
Exactly.
And so this mud, like, dude, the mud just shows up right. Oh, it was like right there, like
exactly.
Steps off the trailhead.
Yeah, the mud is absolutely crazy. There is water just all over the place, but hopefully it doesn't affect us too much. At this point, my trail clothes are brown with mud. So I don't think there's any way for me to get that off, but I hope yours are going to be fine.
And I now have my beard of power. So
exactly.
Since I last got off from Virginia, I've been letting this grow. Actually, that's not true. This is only like 2 weeks.
You've become the you've become the person on the AT that lets their beard grow, and yet you're not on the AT.
I know.
Crazy.
It is crazy. And then I've actually started running a little bit more. And
nice.
So I'm hoping
So do you think you're prepared?
No.
Exactly.
No, the most I can run is like 5 miles. This is going to be crazy. So, but I'm gonna struggle later than earlier.
Perfect. It is getting a bit hot as well. It's around 80 degrees now, which is a lot more than what I was expecting. I was expecting 50s, but I mean, you get what you get here. So let's get going.
Good morning, guys. It's barely morning still. It is 11:49. It is day 136. I am going from Old Sharon Road southbound to Kent. And the reason I'm doing that is that I am making up 11 miles when I got off early a while ago with Captain because I wasn't feeling well. I was actually struggling energy-wise getting up the hills, and he continued on, and so now I'm making these miles up, and I have to go southbound, which in his opinion is the harder way because of the shuttle that's going to bring me back to my car. So Captain and Will are hiking together, and I'm hiking by myself. It's about 74 degrees. I haven't hiked for 2 days. And oh gosh, and a bug just flew in my eye. And I only got 3.5 hours of sleep last night, so I'm beat, but it's only 11 miles, so I'll just go slow. There's some big steep climbs, but it shouldn't be too hard. It was still worth it. I got to see Avalon. I didn't film too much of it because we were doing a lot of errands and running around and unpacking stuff and whatnot, but also I took her out to lunch with her friends and then out to dinner with her boyfriend. Mexican both times, guys, which I love. And I wanted to respect their privacy and not be pulling out the camera. So, and just be really present in the conversation. It was a fabulous time. And then last night I got back to the Airbnb that I stay at. Oh gosh, the bugs are bad. At 10:30 or 10 something. And then I sat outside on the porch and talked with the two owners for like another, I don't know, hour and a half. You guys know I love people. So, bugs, get away from my eyes. So not much sleep was had. I left at 4 o'clock this morning, drove 7 hours, probably take me about 6 or 7 hours to hike. And then I got to drive 2 more hours north, pick up the boys on the trail, go to the hostel they're staying at. They've been staying at the last 2 days, and then back on the trail with full packs tomorrow. And hopefully we will finish Vermont by Saturday. So in a week, and then we'll be in New Hampshire in the Whites.
Wow. It's like they carved this out just for the trail.
No kidding. They may have done that.
I imagine they might have. Either that or it's just really freakishly coincidental that they might just make it like this because of someday they'll do the AT here.
No kidding.
You think that's the case?
Maybe. But you're definitely getting a tough introduction to the AT.
It's been all uphill.
It's been all uphill. It is.
Do you know how
has
far we're
been
going to go
tough.
uphill?
About 10 miles up.
Yeah, but not like straight up. The
Who
first
knows?
mile has been like straight up.
Maybe.
All right. What time is it? Whew. It's only 11:50 in the morning. We've gone a mile and change.
No kidding. Let's keep going.
Yeah, I don't think we have a choice. I have clean shoes.
Not for long.
You think so?
Yep.
Haha.
So this is super interesting. This water crossing here, when Captain and I came through going northbound, from this point northbound, I don't know, a bit ago, we actually couldn't cross there. I don't know if you guys remember that. We had to come back up this 0.5 and then go a mile around because it was flowing so heavy that there were no rocks to cross on. And I am glad that we could cross now because I totally forgot about that. And I would have to go all the way back up that hill. And I've already done all of this right here, just like 0.5. So I'm glad I didn't have to redo it.
Hello, Glastonbury Wilderness. Green Mountains. Look at that. It really is green. Then again, it's been green for the last couple months, hasn't it?
It's been green since we got on trail. All I'm seeing is green. Forest green.
Are you gonna miss seeing all this green when it's all over?
I'm sure. But I'm preferring, concrete gray.
We got a lot to accomplish after this is over.
Yeah.
Exactly. So today will probably be the last day that I am joining Sunshine and Captain on the trail. And I always thought that when we started this whole AT adventure, I'd be coming in on the weekends and I would be able to maybe take a week off and jump in there. And it just didn't work out like that. And I don't, not everything is supposed to be the way you originally planned it, and that's okay. Work became work. The vlog became the vlog, and free time became very little. And I know everyone will probably jump in the comments and saying, allow yourself to take the time off and enjoy your family on the trail. And I get that. And if things were different, I would have done that. But it just didn't work out that way. I mean, we've done adventures as a family for the last decade, and if I miss out on one, oh well, there'll be more, and I'm pretty confident that there will be more. I mean, there'll be a whole lot. What exactly? I don't know. enjoy the moment at this moment and then move on. But the reason why this will be the last time I am hiking is because in 3 days I'm having surgery on my knee. And before you start saying, oh my gosh, I mean, yeah, it's surgery on my knee, but it's not that bad. I mean, I'm hiking and I'm still running and so forth and so on. But about a year ago, while we were in Southeast Asia and we just got on off the boat, I jumped back into running. And if you don't know, I've always been like super passionate about running. And, you know, the more I can get in, the better for my mental state, my physical state, and everything else. So when we got off the boat, we were in Vietnam and we signed up for a gym, and I was going 5 days a week trying to get back in shape, because on a boat it's very hard to try and stay in shape intentionally. So when I got back to land, that was it. It was like, let's go. And I started building my mileage up, and within like 3 weeks I was back up to like 25 miles a week, which in running standards, it's actually really bad news, because you're not supposed to pump up that miles way too fast. So I got myself into a little bit of trouble physically, and I still kept running anyway because I was stubborn as can be. And next thing you know, I have a small meniscus injury. And so it's not bad. I mean, it's been a year, and it's still like it just sits there, and it's just like you know, when I feel it, I just don't want to feel it. So anyhow, while we're here in the States, and while we have access to, you know, healthcare that is reliable, so forth and so on. Not that it's not reliable anywhere around the world, but we're just, now that I'm more stable in terms of location, I'm going to have orthoscopic surgery, and that's going to be on Wednesday. And I'm going to be, I guess what they say is on crutches for about 3 days. And then it's going to be about 6 weeks until I'm able to be like active the way I want to be active. So that means that it's going to be until after they're summited that am I going to be okay. Now, the reason why I'm doing it before they summit as opposed to later is because I am, we're going we're traveling again. But immediately following the trail, we're actually boarding a plane. And I just want to get it all over with so that when that happens, everything's all good. This makes me really sad because I really wanted to go ahead and join them to summit. More so because I wanted to selfishly be the one to record it, because I like to record things. And I'm not going to be able to do that. So what does that mean? It means today's my last day on the trail. And it's very sad. That's okay. Enjoy the moments you have as opposed to the moments you don't have. Is that water yellow or is just the container yellow?
No, the water's yellow.
The water's yellow?
It's safe to drink, I hope. Yum water.
Yum. It's cold, I imagine, though, right?
Oh, yeah.
So I've got flat walking for about 4 miles, and then an insane up, which Captain said I should be going northbound and go down it. But like I said, I didn't have an option because of the shuttle and getting back to the car. But this is a beautiful, beautiful walk right here for the next several miles. I don't know if it's along the water the whole time, but beautiful.
This is why it's a good idea to have poles with you, because look at this. You go and it sinks right in. As opposed to over here, it's not so bad. So, of course, you go on the right way, which is the non-muddy way. Look at that. That's disgusting.
So Vermont has aptly, because they, I'm sure, know that they're named Vermud, they have decided to input these little planks to help us get across. And, well, I went a little too far down there. And honestly, I am so glad that these are here, because, like, if they weren't, I can't imagine what would be on there, under there, and how we'd have to cross this. Vermud is already really tough, because we've got so much mud in general to deal with, and normally there isn't a way across that doesn't involve us getting very muddy. So honestly, this is amazing how we just have like a bunch of little like platforms and walkways to help us, you know, have some variety in our hike.
So there was almost no more Captain and Sunshine, but just Captain on the trail. Last night I went to bed, I don't know, like 12:30 a.m. And I got up at 3:30 to go to the bathroom, but I needed to go down 2 flights of stairs to use the restroom. It's a long story and it's not relevant to this conversation, but when I was going down the stairs into the basement, I fell down the stairs. I guess my body and my feet are just not used to, oh, it's a lot of bugs today, are not used to walking downstairs. And I was half awake and I like picked myself up, dusted myself off, and was like, okay, it's gonna be a big bruise, but nothing is broken. I had to go pee pretty bad and I peed in my pants a little. Oh my God, and a bug just went up my nose. Oh my God, falling apart. Yeah, so I thought I was done my pee-pee pants stuff, but I guess it's still there. I fell so hard. I fell down like 6, 7 stairs and like boom, 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 boom. And I thought I'm gonna wake up everyone that's staying there. But luckily it was in the basement, so no one heard me. Yeah, check this out. Okay, you're gonna see a little bit of my butt. It's not much of my butt. Look at that. It hurts so bad. I was like, why is my butt hurting a little bit? Ah, now I know why.
So this is a spot where we said that we are going to stop at so that we can have lunch. On far out, they said there was a nice view. Mm-hmm. And there's a view.
It's a view.
It's a view. It's nice. Not to be discounted with any other view.
But it's not the best.
It's okay. Listen, the fact that we're here and we're not, at least I'm not behind a desk, makes this the best view I can find. Mm-hmm. This reminds me of a centering practice that I use sometimes whenever it's actually used for like anxiety management, but it's really just to sort of become present in the moment. It's the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 practice. And essentially, if you ever want to stop and say, oh my gosh, my head's just spinning, and I need to become part of Largo's chewing. How are those chips, Largo?
Good.
Okay.
Don't let me interrupt you.
So as part of this centering practice, it's really helpful because it helps any moment become sort of the present, and then hopefully you can remember that for the rest of your life. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, right? So 5 things you can see. So spot 5 things you can see. I spot more than 5. Then you listen for 4 things. Then you touch 4 things that you can touch. Then for 3, you hear 3 different things, like Largo's chewing of the chips. And then 2 things that you can smell, like Largo's chips and his sandwich. And then 1 thing that you can taste. And if you can do all those things sort of in the moment, then that moment will forever be ingrained inside of you. And I love this because Largo doesn't know his microphone's on. Mm-hmm. So you get to hear him chew and eat while we're doing all this. But I will never forget this moment. And try it. It actually works really, really well. So how's your lunch?
Good.
What are you eating?
Smoked salmon and cheese on a bagel with
2 types of chips and cake.
And cake. And
Yeah.
will you forever remember this moment from now
Yep.
on? Okay. Well, also
All
we have
the-
a video.
All that because of the cake.
Exactly.
So we now are about 12.4 miles into today.
That's it?
Yes. It
Oh,
is
Wow.
6:25, which is abnormally late, mainly because we got on trail around 11:30. But I think that we are going fine for what we've done. We are maybe a bit slow, but I mean, it's a regular day, and I haven't been on trail in a day since I just took a 0.
Are you seriously blaming yourself?
Well, I mean,
Are you
it's
seriously?
I
Talk
wouldn't
about
say
weak
it's,
link right over here.
I would not say it's directly your fault, but I would definitely say that
I would definitely say it is not your fault.
we've
You
been
who
a
did
bit
the
slow today.
42-mile 45-mile 4-state challenge in like 19 hours.
That was a while ago, and that also wiped me out. Little hype little technique there. Don't do that if you don't have a 00 lined up right after that. But yeah, so it is 6:25. We have another 8-ish miles left to go, but it is headed down and kind of flat, so not much left to do. Let's get going. It is also about to get dark pretty soon here in like an hour and a half. And the thing about this hike is that Dad is not hiking with me every day, and so he did not, unfortunately, bring his lamp with him, or his
We only
headlamp.
own 2 lamps.
We don't, in fact, and now Mom is doing a bit of a small recovery, making up what she used to, or what she missed hike, and so now I am the only one with a headlamp. Now, that does not exclude phone lamps. I mean, we can do that,
We can use the phone.
but it's not ideal.
We have plenty of
So at
battery.
this point, we're in a bit of a predicament where we'll probably be going to be hiking for maybe 2 or 3 hours in the dark
I hope not.
with one light and a half of a light. I wouldn't say that an iPhone flashlight is going to be that good, but it is what we have.
I'm thinking the last 5.5 miles will be in the dark.
Probably around there, yeah.
And yeah, and you got to watch where you step here.
No kidding. There is a combination of roots, mud, and sticks all over the place. And with that, let's push forward.
So I'm not going to be able to look at you guys because I'm driving, but I want to update you on what's going on. So it is 8:30 at night. I finished hiking about an hour ago, and I have another hour and a half drive from Connecticut. Yay, I'm done with Connecticut. I just had those last 11 miles up to Vermont to pick up the boys. So Will and Largo are going to finish their hike. They did 20 miles today, probably not until 10 o'clock tonight because they didn't start until 11. And I'm going to pick them up, and they're going to be exhausted. It's pretty desolate out here. I was going to pick them up some dinner, but I don't know if I can find anything. I did buy a bunch of stuff at Costco, so they might have to just snack on what I have in the back. And then we'll go back to the hostel, shower, sleep, and then in the morning, I don't think we'll get on the trail before 10 or 11 tomorrow. I think we all need to get some sleep, and then we need to repack our bags because we're bringing in at least some of the winter stuff now. It's been such a long couple of days for everyone. I mean, I got up this morning at 3:30. I thought maybe I'd pull over and take a nap in the car, but it's just not happening. So that's the update. We'll see the boys soon. I'm sure they're going to be very, very tired and probably very stinky. All right, guys. I am steadfast on the fact that I get the crappy end of the deal when it comes to picking up Will. I have been driving on a dirt road for a half an hour in the middle of nowhere. It's creepy as hell. No service, and I'm hoping I'm going to the right spot. It's so creepy out here. Seriously, this is like, he gets all the cool places when he comes to pick us up. It's like on the side of a street with a Starbucks and a meadow. I get like up in the mountains, 10 miles on a dirt road with no Wi-Fi. You guys, I still have 4.2 miles. I hope we communicated properly, because otherwise I have to go back down this road. I've been on it literally 30 minutes and I've got 10 more minutes. Oh my God, creepy deepy.
All right, so we've got about 1.4 miles left, and it's 10:25 at night.
And we are just trudging through the mud at this point.
You know, in the beginning I was trying to be gentle to my shoes and saying, let's see if we can keep it clean. Now we have one mission and one mission only.
Get there.
Get there. Honestly. Oh my gosh. So being the captain has a flashlight and I'm working off my phone, what I've done is actually really interesting. What I've done is I put my phone into the case where my water bottle goes, and then I have like a magnetic battery pack that attaches to it so it's not going to flip-flop side to side. And it's working okay. It doesn't give me the light of like the big night core light, but I don't care. It makes me at least see enough so I don't freak out of what I'm not seeing.
No kidding.
So in the meantime, Sunshine is hanging out, waiting for us. I'm hoping she's getting some rest. If she's not getting rest,
We might be getting another late start tomorrow.
yeah. But other than that, it's not as scary as I thought it was going to be hiking in the dark. It's just slow. And so what we thought we were going to be finished about, I don't know, 15 minutes from now is probably going to be another hour from now. Yeah. And you just got to do that to sort of just keep careful, because walking through the mud and the rocks and the dark, you just don't always sort of have the confidence, and that's okay. We'll get there.
Let's keep going.
Let's keep going.
So, what's happening?
Oh my gosh. It is 11:24 at night, and our last steps of our 20.6 mile hike is about to be concluded. In addition to my first 20-mile hike.
Hey,
What's
Will,
up with that?
there's people, I think.
Oh my gosh. You okay?
No.
What's wrong?
I was just getting ready to write you guys a letter, and I was going to leave the letter on the ground because I was going to go check a parking spot over there because I thought maybe they went to a different spot.
Yeah.
I wasn't worried because I knew you guys were together, but I was worried because I thought, I don't know, I didn't think anything happened to you, but I didn't know what to do. I didn't know where to go.
19, there was a shelter. We're just like, let's just stay here.
Oh my God, I was so worried. Like, there's no service. I've been on a dirt road for almost an hour here to get here. Oh gosh, I'm getting too old for this shit. I'm getting too old for this.
You're really tired.
I've been up since 3:30. No, are you kidding? Did I sleep?
This is unsafe. I think Dad should drive.
Welcome to the end of day 136.
The numbers just keep on climbing.
They do indeed. Today was a very late day. It's tomorrow. It's I don't know if that can focus. It's 1:24 a.m. So technically it's the next day.
and Sunshine's sleeping already over there, so she can't be part of this. I never thought that my first 20 experience was going to be lasting until almost midnight.
No kidding.
That
no
is
kidding.
that's
This is the
insane.
true experience. What would you say your best part of your day was?
My best part was, like, every time I hike with you, knowing that you're in charge and you've got this covered. When we actually, it was like 10 o'clock at night, and we were going by a shelter, and he knew, turn off the light and put on the red, because he didn't want to go ahead and wake up the people that were sleeping there, which I thought was just like the coolest thing, to sort of have that intuition, and that was really impressive.
Yeah, it's just general etiquette on the trail, but yes. And then your worst part?
My worst part is that it ended like,
Yeah, I would say
we got to the car at 11:25, and that Sunshine was freaking out, and that was my worst part, because just, there's no service to be had anywhere, so she trusted that we would get there, and we got there, but yeah, it took a while.
Yeah, I would definitely say that was my worst part, along with, as always, the mud. But I would say my best part was kind of the general day. It wasn't too hot, it wasn't too cold. It was getting a bit cold at the end of the night, but I feel like the temperature was just right for most of the day.
And thank goodness we're staying in a hotel tonight, because the
No
shower
kidding.
after that, my feet were,
Amazing.
no, they were so dirty.
Oh, I'm sure.
And I tried to soap them up, and they're still just look like dark and just putrid from mud.
I'm sure the smell and the visuals will take maybe 3 or 4 months of constant showers every day to go away. I'm
I
sure.
wish we could do laundry right now, but we'll have to wait till the morning.
We'll have to wait until a few hours from now, as it is day 137 already. But we will see you on actual day 137 in the next one. Bye.
So today will probably be the last day. I'm talking to the camera.
So, a few of you might have already noticed that I have a new, slightly more colorful hat.
Oh, you're wearing your captain hat. What? You lost your apple hat?
No, I
Oh.
think it's.
Oh, you're gonna have to do this section again then, because you said you wanted to wear it on the whole trail.
I